Hi, this is Jim Mann. So nice to be back with you again today. Have you ever had a time when you just felt like you want a cinnamon bun and you didn't want to go out and buy one, or you didn't want to go to all the trouble to make the dough and put the cinnamon and roll it all up and cut it all up and bake it and then go through all the trouble? Well, I'm going to bring you a cinnamon bun. This is an Amish recipe. It's a cinnamon bun and a muffin. It's really simple to fix, really easy to make, and it tastes like a cinnamon bun, but it's in a muffin. So let's get started with making our Amish cinnamon bun muffin. I'm gonna start off, I've got 2 sticks of melted butter here. And we'll go ahead and pour that in my bowl. To that 2 sticks of melted butter, I've got 2 eggs. As 1, and there's 2. I'm going to beat those up just a little bit. I'm going to pour that right into my butter, okay? Then I've got 2 cups of sugar. I'll pour that in there. Now, I'm doing it the Amish way. I could have gotten my mixer out and done this with a mixer, but I'm going to do it with a wooden spoon. I'm going to incorporate this all together, get my sugar and my butter and my eggs all mixed up here in my bowl. As you can see, it's a beautiful yellow color. Okay, I've got them all mixed up. Now, what I'm going to add next is I've got 2 teaspoons of baking soda. I'm going to put the 2 teaspoons of baking soda in the mix. I'll mix it up a little bit with this. All right, and to that I have got 4 cups of all-purpose flour. Put my 4 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, let me get a spoon here. As I've told you before, here in Mexico, we cannot buy buttermilk, so I have to make my own buttermilk. And as you can see, this is really curdled buttermilk. So to make buttermilk, for every cup of milk that you use, you put 1 tablespoon of vinegar in there. Some people like to use lemon juice. I like the vinegar, I think it works better. Okay, well, I've got the 4 cups of flour in there. Now I've got 2 cups of buttermilk. And then I'm going to mix all this together to make my muffin mix. Okay, I've got my batter all incorporated here, and it's all together. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set this aside just for a second. I'm going to get my muffin tins out here, and I'm going to spray my muffin tins. I'm going to start off with 2. I'll probably need more because this makes a big batch of them, but we'll start off with 2. I want to make sure I spray each one of my tins really good. Okay, now my tins are sprayed, okay? Now, in a separate little container here, I have 2/3 cups of sugar and I have 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I'm going to pour that together. And we'll mix my cinnamon and my sugar up together in this measuring cup. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I've got my muffin tins here, and I'm going to take and start off filling my muffin tins. Take each one of them, and we'll put maybe a tablespoon of mixture in it here. Each one of them will put like a tablespoon of mixture in each one of them. Well, this smells really good too. All right, that's 1 tin full. Then I'll get my other muffin tin And I'm going to do the same thing. There's a spoon, a spoon, okay. Now we'll set that aside for a second. Now I've got my cinnamon and sugar here, and we'll take a little bit and sprinkle it right over top of each one of these. Right in the middle here. And this will be like the interior of our cinnamon bun. And then what I go back and do is I will take my measuring spoon and I'm going to cover that up with another spoon of mix. Cover that one up with another spoon of mix. My oven is set on 350. All right, let me get these. Get two more here. So you'll have that wonderful sugar cinnamon right in the middle of your muffins. A spoonful there. There. Boy, like I told you before, I love the smell of cinnamon and spices. This time of year is just, I mean, these would be great for Christmas morning breakfast or Thanksgiving morning breakfast to fix something like this. Okay, and then you might want to go back on the top and put a little bit on top here. All right, I'm going to put these in my oven at 350, and when they bake, I'll be back to you. Our cinnamon bun muffins came out of the oven, and what I did, I had so much batter as I made the small ones that y'all saw me make the small ones. But then I took my large muffin tins and made larger ones. So this would be great for like a snack to pack at a school lunch or something like this. And this would be great for breakfast or for treats. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set these aside for a second. And I've got some powdered sugar. I've got about 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. I've got 2 tablespoons of melted butter. We'll put that in there. To this, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. My 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of orange extract. Okay. And I'm going to stir this up a little bit to see if I need to add any more milk or anything to this to make this a little bit more thinner, which I'm going to have to do. Okay, I'm going to have to add a little bit of milk to this and I do it in small increments because it doesn't take much for this to get liquefied. You can see just that little bit of milk, what the difference it is. Okay, I'm going to add just a little bit more. Oh, that orange smells so good. Still a little thick. I'm going to add just a tad bit more milk. Okay, that's perfect. That's probably where I want to keep it, is right there. Because I still want this thick. I want this, I still want this I want it runny, but I still want it thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my muffins. I'll take one of the small ones first. And we'll take it upside down, and I'm just going to dip it right here. Shake off the excess. And there's one. We'll do another small one. We'll put it down here in my frosting. Shake it off a little bit. Put it right here. All right, let's do a big one. We'll take a big one. We'll put him right down in here. Shake him off. Oh, look at that. Boy, now you know that's going to be good. Let's do another big one. Put him right there. Oh, the smell of this is just unbelievable. And remember that you've got cinnamon and sugar inside of each one of these. And you've got the cinnamon and sugar on the top. So this is like a cinnabon, a cinnamon roll, but it's in a muffin style. So let's do one more big one, then we'll do a couple more small ones. Because I've got a lot of these to do. This recipe makes quite a few, so wow. That is good. All right, let me do some more of the small ones here. Shake this off. Put this one right here. Put another small one right here. Yum, these just look so good. And the orange, oh, they smell so good too. This would be a fabulous treat to take anywhere. Okay, I'm just going to fill this tray up with these right here. And then I'll go back and, well, I'll go ahead and do these three and I'll put them on this tray. There's one. And then I've got a whole bunch of the small ones that I need to do. Two. Whoop. Three. Okay. This is going to be the true test. We're going to take this, and you know what I should do? I don't know if I can break it. I'm going to take a bite out of it. Can you see there? Can you see the cinnamon and the sugar running through the muffin? This tastes like a cinnamon bun. If I wasn't looking at it, just eating it with the cinnamon and sugar inside, you'd think it was a cinnamon bun. Wow, that is good. Hope you'll try that one. It's really, really good. It's a good recipe. Thank you so much for following me on Facebook. If you're not following me on Facebook, look me up on Facebook, because sometimes I add helpful little hints, or I add things about my little coop, my little farmhouse that I don't put on YouTube. So if you're not following me on Facebook, find me on Facebook, Homestyle Southern Cooking, and like me there also. Thank you for following me on YouTube. I appreciate each one of you. You're my family, my friends, and my support, and you have been there for me the whole way. Until next time, give yourself a big hug. Try these buns, these muffins. I'm going to call them buns because they taste like Cinnabons. They're really, really good. Until next time, like I said, give yourself a great big hug and know that I'm thinking about you. God bless.